It's race day here in Italy once again. Monza, home to so many records. The smallest winning margin, for example. Do you remember in 1971, Peter Gethin beat Ronnie Peterson to the line by 1/100th of a second. There were 40 overtakes for the lead alone in 1965, and Kimi Räikkönen clocked a record top speed of 230 miles per hour here, just over a decade ago. So there's a lot to live up to then for all of our drivers today. With top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, few places can hope to touch Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, well, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. A tough race in store then for our drivers today, so tell me, Anthony Davidson, what will you be looking out for as the cars make their way down into turn 1?
Well, first of all, let's hope that everyone's well behaved and we can have a nice incident-free start. That initial release is going to be the most interesting thing. The clean side of the grid will be better rubbered in, so keep an eye out for cars over there potentially making their way through.
We're expecting a top 10 finish in today's race.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Kvyat, Räikkönen, Sebastian Vettel and Massa, Gutierrez, Hamilton, Grosjean and Jenson Button, Perez, Alonso, Jolyon Palmer and Bottas, Magnussen, Wehrlein, Nico Rosberg and Felipe Nasser, Ericsson and Harry Anto, a Red Bull, and Nico Hülkenberg completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the F1 2016 live career mode. As you can tell, it's a bit different because of what happened yesterday, but all I can say is everything is okay. We're here in Monza then, the last European race of the season, and it is very overcast, so expect some rain, but I don't think there is. Nope, it's perfectly dry for the whole thing, which is fantastic. 2-stop race here today. It's a short one as well, only half an hour action, so that's, you know, that's good for us, it's a short stream, but don't worry, guys, I will be doing Singapore if you're watching this live later, so happy days. On there. So here's the setup then, chaps, for this one. You can use it if you want for your online experience, your own career modes, or just offline. It's wherever you want to do. So it's here, guys. If you want to use it, then just pause the video at every single part and use it if you want. I will be potentially doing a end of season setup guide for you guys for this Red Bull. If you guys are interested, then slap the like on there as well. And as of today as well, it is the 3-year anniversary of Michael Schumacher's accident. So I would love you guys in the chat right now, and anyone watching this back, to put the hashtag Keep Fighting Schumacher or whatever it is. I can't remember what the main hashtag is for. I think it's Keep Fighting Michael or something like that. So I want some support for Michael and all his family. I know we won't watch these videos, but you know what I mean. Just some support from our community that we are behind him through this one. And always, guys, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new for regular F1 content as well. So no formation lap if you're new to the series, jumping straight onto the grid in 21st place. Can we do what we did last season from 17th to win the race? Can we do it a second time in a row? We're about to find out, as Hülkenberg surprisingly is on the softs, but here we go. It's the Italian Grand Prix and we are go, and it's a poor start from us, I've got to say, but we get it correct there as Harry Anto had a moment with Nasser. Just checking the force feedback's working, and it is. One of my curses of 2016. So we're basically just going to chill at the back, don't make any contact. And there's been a pile-up already. There's actually been a pile-up, so I'm going to have to take the escape road.
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed.
So the virtual safety car has been deployed, but we had to avoid that wreck.
Maintain a positive delta.
Otherwise it was giving me a disqualification, so we've made a few positions off the start. And luckily no safety car as it did last season, but a lot of you have been mentioning in the chat, as we go off the track there, don't know why I did that. A lot of you did say in the chat that turn 1's going to be a bit chaotic there, as we have a little bit of a lock-up there, but so we'll see how we get on with this then. It is 27 laps and we've already got a virtual safety car. And Bottas isn't really catching up to the pack, so my delta's a bit bizarre at the minute, of being 1 second. So I can't really pass him at the minute. But I'm surprised I didn't really get asked. I got asked to remove positions, but it didn't end, so kind of bizarre that one, if I'm honest. Right, let's go racing. Oh, massive oversteer out of Ascari. But this is going to help us here. We're going to go down the inside of Bottas and up to 12th. So that wreck has actually helped us here. Verstappen currently the fastest man on track. He is obviously leading this race. I'm surprised it isn't a virtual, and 2 people have already pitted at the end of the first lap. How bizarre. Anyway, we've got past Alonso. So we get past Fernando there, and we're up to 9th, so we're in the points. So 2 people already pitting already is quite a bizarre thing. But remember, guys, this is the 4th to last stream of the year. More on that later. We're going to try and go past Jensen, but he closes the door on us there. So we're going to just stay behind him here. He is on super softs. Alonso's on the medium, so he's going to be going along with me for quite a while. I think Verstappen's still leading. Still leading the race. Just a bit of oversteer in the Lesmos, where we had issues with, and we've done it again. So not the best of starts here. Palmer's up to P7, chaps. Oh, we've got the 2 Brits fighting against each other here, Button and Palmer.
Green flag, we're racing again.
And there's been an incident behind. So Verstappen continues on. Palmer going down the inside of Gutierrez. This is not going to work. We've got to go 4 wide down the main straight. Oh, that was easy peasy. We're up to 6th place. Free does not tangle. Oh, they actually have, actually. Fair play to them all. Fair play. Fair play to Palmer, Button and Gutierrez. Co-op's not coming back, I'm afraid, AV. It's dead, really, co-op. AI and me, like Fizzy, don't work well. So we're doing pretty well. Lap 3 and we're already up to 6th place, so I'll take that. And we're surrounded by super soft runners of Button and Massa in their sandwich. They're going to be pitting very shortly. Raikkonen now goes into the lead of the race. I think Verstappen, is pitted, or he's just been overtaken. No, I think Verstappen got overtaken by Raikkonen.
Okay, distance to teammate, 8.6 seconds.
So we'll just cruise at the minute. A lot of these in front will be on super soft, so I'm not really fussed at the minute if they're quicker than me, because we are on the slower tyre. Button's catching me up a little bit, but not yet. So the safety car really has helped us, so I'm quite happy with that. A lot of you are asking about race with the subs. It is going to be a weekly thing. It's not going to be like 2 a week. It's going to be 1 video a week. Need to figure out a fixed day and time, and I think I'll probably stick to Saturdays, but I think for this week we're going to do it tomorrow in the afternoon, because I'm out on Saturday for New Year's Eve, so I'm not going to be available to do race with the subs that day, but I'll probably do career mode instead. But we'll see how I feel. So far, so good. Their pace is going to drop off now, the people on super softs. Alright, Reek the Train, thank you Matt, for that comment, mate. As Verstappen is indeed in the pits. Massa's in the pits. So let's gain a few more positions here. Kvyat's in the pits as well. So we're up to third now, new PB. Not the fastest, so... Oh, just made the corner there. Literally just made it. I think Palmer's still holding off Alonso, which is quite a surprise. Button's pulled away though from Palmer, and Kvyat's just come out the pit lane. I'm going to try and do a one stop if I can. Do a medium and soft run. It can be done. We have got a brand spanking new set of medium tyres, so it can be done. And I think the soft is the mandatory tyre as well, so I've got to make sure I do that strategy and go onto the softs in the next pit stop and just see how we go with these tyres. But it is possible. I'm going to try and do it.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.6.
Because I think it's like a 16-second buffer, I think. You lose about 16, 17 seconds in the pit lane. I know I'm at 11, what is it called? I'm nearly at 11,000, yes James. Only about 80 subs away I think, or less than that now. Oh, Raikkonen and Sainz are in the pits, so we'll take the lead. So we've already got up to first after 6 laps. ZP, welcome to the channel mate, thanks for subscribing. So Palmer, Alonso and Perez now up to third, passing Alonso. So Perez on the soft tyre, which is quite a surprise considering Force India are the worst team in the field, which is quite weird. But we're already at 90 episodes already, it's just ridiculous, so I'm quite chuffed really with that. We're going to hit 100 episodes I think by near the end of the season, which is quite an achievement for me. 100 episodes of doing this. It's probably the most... like the only series that I've actually done very well in keeping up with. But Zek, thanks for following as well, subscribing. I think I've just said that twice. I'm not sure. Oh well, you've got two shout-outs there. But if you are new guys and here for the first time and you want to subscribe, you will get a shout-out. I will mention that because it will pop up with Sebastian Vettel. I did have a sound for it, but a lot of you didn't like it, so that's nice.
Our gap behind is 9.8 seconds.
And from one of you guys mentioning it in the chat, apparently Red Bull go announced their car end of February, around, I think it was the 21st, I think someone put, but I could be wrong. But it's not been officially announced yet, and that'll be quite nice to see. I'll probably give my reaction as well. I might do like live reactions of the cars and just talk about them.
So the gap to our teammate is 17.5 seconds.
Oh, I don't want to go on the grass there and do Sebastian Vettel. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Very aggressive over the curbs. How are we looking for tyres? 33%. So if we can get these to around about lap 15, I will be quite impressed. I have to say, but Perez doing a good job for Force India, I've got to say. I've got to stay in lean standard for the whole way now, because Monza's quite vicious on fuel if you're in Rich, so I'm not really going to fight as much as I would have liked. Remember guys, I've not even given a like goal for this year. I've just realised if we hit 75 likes that would be quite nice. Jesse, thanks for subscribing. Brad as well, welcome. Thank you guys so much for the subs, appreciate it a lot. Miguel as well, thank you for subscribing. Thanks guys in the chat for providing me who's subscribed as well. So hopefully this strategy is going to work for us, but obviously they will be catching me, of course. Obviously they're going to be on, I think, the soft tyre. I think Verstappen and co will be on. They could be on the mediums, I'm not too sure, but Prez is up to second now. After passing Palmer. So Prez on those soft tyres is my little guinea pig, really, of what the pace is going to be like tyre-wise. Bents, I have no idea what you said, but I'm guessing that's Spanish or something. I have no idea what that is, that language that you're trying to speak. I can't translate, basically. Palmer's P3, lads. Oh, Alonso now is up to third. Raikkonen's up. Oh, well, Raikkonen's on the super soft run. That's interesting. Is he doing a free stop? I wonder. That would be interesting if he's doing that, or he's going on the mediums. He's doing one more stop. There's a yellow flag out at Ascari. But I've just heard as well, Bottas is going to join Mercedes. It's going to be announced, I think, in the next few days. Obviously with Massa returning to the sport as well, which is quite weird actually, saying, oh, Massa's retired. Oh no, he's back again for another season. But I can kind of see where Williams are going with it though, as we run a little bit wide there. Yeah, Palmer's P2, lads. Renault have done particularly well with their car, I've got to say. Perez has actually been overtaken by Palmer, so that's a surprise. I'm P2 in the standings. I'm about 17 points, I think, behind Max Verstappen. And I think it's basically going to be me and Verstappen for the championship. I don't even know where Verstappen is in all of this, as we've got to actually lap someone already. After only 10 laps, we're going to lap someone. It's a Haas. I think it's Grosjean, if I remember what Jeff was saying about Grosjean having issues with his car, so I think it is going to be the French baguette we're going to lap already. But remember guys, we're going to go for 75 likes to start off with, and then we'll work our way up towards 100. And then possibly 150, but we're already at half distance. I know you guys can do it. We've done it on numerous occasions that we've hit 150 likes, but we can go for 100 because we've done it in every single race stream we've done. We've hit 100 likes, as I've went wide there. Not what I really wanted, but Raikkonen will mostly have to pit, so this could work out actually, how this works. So we'll see how we get on with this, but the strategy is working for us here. Let's look at the tyres now. 48% on the rears. Not really a essential thing to do, but we're going to go and lean actually now.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They're slowing
Oh,
down.
Bottas now, who is Mercedes bound for next season. In real life, it's got issues. We're just going to stay in lean now and just save some tyre wear and try and make this one stop work. Pascal should be at Williams. Yeah, but the only issue is he's only had one season. I think Williams wants someone experienced in the car, which brings me to mind of Paul di Resta as one that should be in the car, but I'm not Claire Williams. As I think Raikkonen's back in the pit, so Palmer is up to second again, and Alonso's up to P3 again. Oh, went over a curb there, which is not what he wants to do. Definitely didn't want to do that. Just take that curve just a little bit too wide there in the Ascari, but we're matching Palmer, which I'm not really fussed about. I don't speak Hungarian, if I'm honest. Let's go through Parabolica. Everything's being changed for Monza this next season, if you guys did not know. So I'll go through it with you right now. So basically, this straight is going to be even straighter. They're getting rid of the chicane here, so it's going to be full throttle down. Full throttle here, so no more of this slow chicane, which is going to be a bit of a shame really, because I quite like it, but obviously it reduces the crashes in turn 1.
Okay, some information on Rosberg.
And just here where that tree is now, they're going to swoop right into the trees and make this a bit of a chicane, and then it's going to continue on as the same. And gravel's coming back at Parabolica, I think, and that's it. And they're going to make the two Lesmos, I think, more tighter, and actually tighter, make it open at this corner, just so you can see the apex a bit more, I think. I think that's what the plans are, but I'm looking forward to that. And it's going to be quite quicker as well, Monza, so it should be quite fun to drive, but we'll wait and see if they are going to get it done for the next season. But I think they are going to get rid of it. If you haven't seen the plans, then just Google it. Google F1 2017 Monza race, or something like that. The straight is straighter. Yep. Yep. We've got to carry on though. I think the mediums they're not too bad. They're only 50%. We'll just continue on. Palmer, Alonso though are my little guineas, my guinea pigs. Is that Vettel? Vettel down in 22nd place. Wow, okay. Sebastian's not having a good race. The guy in 3rd place in the championship is having a poor one here. But yeah, the lap times apparently are going to be improved by 3 seconds. So, it's quite nice. Vettel's been given the blue flag, so I don't think he's going to be happy with that. So the gap's, we've got Sainz and Verstappen now. So we've got 22 seconds over Verstappen, which is quite good. I don't know if Sainz is in this, because I think he pitted at the end of the 1st lap. I'm not sure if he's going to be in that. I think he's free stopping it. But it's surprising to see Vettel down in last. I know he's got fresh mediums on, but I'm not really bothered about that. That confirmed Monaco chicane tip. Nah, that's not happening. They wouldn't get rid of the Monaco chicane, and there's plenty of chicanes, so I don't know which one you're picking. You're saying there. Still fine on tyres, so I'm just going to continue on.
The window is about to close.
So if I can get to lap 16, I'm going to pit for softs and just go to the end.
Some information on Bottas. They're speeding up again, so I expect they've fixed whatever the problem was.
Now I watched Sirigu's video. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the guy who's been testing the tyre wear. And you know, I like to pit after 50%. He goes to 70, I think, on his tyre wear tests. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and get to 70% on the tyres and then pit. See if this will work. The US Grand Prix is going to be an oval one. That will be quite funny to do.
Pit in.
No, Jeff, we're not pitting just yet. Alright, Stephen, good to see you, mate. A little bit of oversteer, but everything's good in the paddock right now. No idea, Julian, no idea. There's no rain in Sector 2, surely not. Oh no, Lord Harrianto's out, lads. Oh, if the safety car comes out now, that'll be beautiful timing for me. to do the one stop.
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. Okay, some information on Rosberg. It seems they fixed whatever the problem was. They're coming back up to speed.
Oh, if they pit now, if Sainz and Co pit, then that's annoying.
Slow your pace immediately.
Niels, thanks for subscribing as well. Get that back in the green, Delta. So the Lord's out, unfortunately, guys. I think it's going to happen now. Oh, and there's Haryanto's car. That should have been a safety car, surely, if he was parked there, right before Ascari. Let's get the Delta down. Right, let's go now.
The track is clear. Green flag. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy.
Oh, Jeff's giving me a bit of a...
Copy that.
Sticking with the same strategy, Jeff, so we're going to carry on another lap and then we're going to pit at the end of the next lap because the left rear is at 70, so we're going to pit this time, guys, for the soft tyre. Should hopefully just be the one stop here. Just got to make sure the softs are on. Verstappen's in the pits.
Max is in the pits.
So if Verstappen goes onto the softs, then oh, I don't know what tyres on. Raikkonen's going to the pits
I
again.
think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Copy.
No, Jeff, we're not doing that. A little bit wide. No, shut up, Jeff. Actually, that's a good point. Shut up, Jeff.
Confirmed.
Just make Jeff be quiet. We're going to pit this time from the lead of the race, which we've had since lap 6. So we go a bit wide through Ascari and set the tyres quickly. 72. We could go for another lap, but I'm not going to. Jeff is the most annoying engineer in F1 history. Could say that. But we'll box this time, doing obviously one less stop. And we get that absolutely spot on there. So we go for some soft tyres. Good stop there by the boys. 1.9. Ace Meister, good to see you as always. So we're going to come out, I think, ahead of Raikkonen here. Yeah, I think Raikkonen's actually in the pits, so Button will go up to 2nd place. And we will hold on to the lead, so that has worked out absolutely lovely jubbly. So I think this is ours to lose now, if I'm honest. Alonso's coming to the pits as well. He's up to 3rd on the soft tyres. Just hopefully, if a safety car comes out, I will jump onto the super softs. Just want to reiterate that. I will pit in for super softs if the safety car comes out and just go for it. Because I think everyone else will most likely pit for super softs if that is the case. So we'll do that. A little bit wide as we go up. Nearly 200 people watching this is just mental. Thanks, chaps. Thanks to those that have come out for this. I do always appreciate it. That 200 of you want to watch me drive. We're only 73 subs away from 11k, which is, we would love to hit that, guys. So if you know anyone that loves F1, then just make sure to share it out to anyone that you know. Likes are nice. Oh, I didn't know Ryan is amazing. What a great name that is. Something about a wheel. short shifting it just to save a bit of thing. Verstappen now the fastest man on track with a 24.1, which is quite impressive. Oh. Wheel lost a little bit of centered moment there, so it's quite a worrying sign already, but it's not that bad, if I'm honest. It's only a little bit out of centered, but not really. Most of it is like a little bit out. But everything else is fine. But I will say as well, I'm looking into sponsorship for 2017. I've already approached one company already, but I'm going to be looking at wheel manufacturers from the end of today. Tomorrow I'm going to be looking at wheel manufacturers, so Fanatec of course, and Thrustmaster that Arab's with as well. I'm going to try and get in touch with them and try and get some possible sponsorship sorted with them for the channel, which would be quite nice to start off with. And a lot of you have asked as well about merchandise. Apex Speed Racing, thank you for subscribing. Reminds me of my sim racing team, the sim racing team I'm with. Funny Dutch as well, thanks for subscribing as well. So Alonso is actually up to P2, so that's quite a surprise to see. So it's doing real. Ricciardo as well, subscribing. Not Daniel Ricciardo, of course. No, not really. James, I'm still going to do this like not as a full-time thing, if I'm honest. So it's not going to be full-time. A lot of people have asked me about this, and no, I'm not going to be doing it full-time. It's not my sort of thing, and it's not really wise with a small amount of subscribers that you have. You need to be at least up to like 100,000 plus subscribers if you want to do it full time. So it's not really wise to do it now, in my opinion. I know Matt is trying to do it full time at 40k, which I'm not. I get out of lean. Yeah, that's true. I was just trying to save a bit of fuel tyre wear as well, but I think we should be fine now. But yeah, I know Matt's been doing videos constantly every day, which is good to see for Matt. He's trying it and he's enjoying himself. He loves streaming on Twitch as well, which I kind of saw, which is nice. I know I'm running too much fuel. If I had a better CPU tuning, I would be streaming at 1080p, but my CPU can't hack it. Can't hack 1080p. 60 FPS. I like 720 anyway, if I'm honest. Robert, thanks for subscribing, and I've hit the wall for you, mate, on your behalf. I've hit the Rolex wall for you. Right, I need to stop now. I'm not using XSplit, I'm using OBS. I'm actually going to do a full setup video as well, because I've not actually done one. In all the videos I've done over the years, I actually haven't done a setup video, so I will be doing one in the next few weeks. I'm going to try and... So I've just moved rooms in the house, so I'm going to get that sorted for you guys in the next couple of weeks. So I'm looking forward to doing that. We'll go on Rich now, actually. We'll burn some fuel. Let's pump in some fast laps now. In case it says, oh, you need to pit again. But I think that's Alonso. It's just going through Ascari. Pray for Rolex. That's funny. But we have got Singapore lads in later today, qualifying and the race, which I'm actually not looking forward to because I don't like Singapore one bit. It's a long race. Ryan killed a Rolex sign again. I might steal these hashtags. Pray for Rolex. But I love the Ryan is Amazing channel name. That's quite funny to see. Yep, rich mix time. It's time to get the hammer down. In words of Lewis Hamilton, it's time to give a little more. Is my famous phrase now that a lot of you are saying. And there you go, look at that. We're in the purple already in the first sector. Oh look, it's Bottas next up for us. This is actually a good practice actually for the league race. That a one-stop is possible to do, but I don't know if it's worth doing. Yeah, it's PC I'm on, platform-wise. Bring a little bit wider than I would have liked. I'm trying to catch up to Valtteri Bottas now. Just seen there, Michael, thanks for subscribing as well. Appreciate it. Dimitri, thanks for subscribing as well. Lots of subscribers coming in today. M1, I think it's a 1060 Nvidia GTX 1060. It's the same one as one of my moderators has got, Nick. So if you ask Nick, he will know what I'm on about in terms of on the Verstappen on the super soft. So I'm pretty sure he's going to pit again, which is quite a surprise to see. So Max will most likely pit another time. So I'm just surprised at the strategies here by Nick, an old one. A little bit wider than I would have liked. But yeah, the wheel's in the description. Legit Ryan's on a Sunday drive. It does feel like a Sunday drive actually for me. But to be fair, the rest of the pack are catching me just a little bit. To run a little bit, getting a lot of oversteer. Because there's Verstappen and Sainz is just coming around Parabolica. So it's not, I've only got an 8-second lead, so it's not really that great actually of a lead, which is quite a surprise. We've just been as Verstappen pit, so this is going to mean massively for the championship. And I think Verstappen's going to jump onto some soft tyres, I think, because I think he hasn't been on them yet. He's been on 2 super softs, the mediums, and this surely has to be soft tyres. I'm not sure. But Sainz is coming at me a little bit. 8.5 seconds is the gap with only 5 laps to go. Got a little bit of grass there, so that is definitely my fault. Just got a little bit of gravel on my tyres, so I need to be careful now. Doing that long stint on the mediums on like, what, 74% I think it was, obviously slows you down, and that's what brought the field closer than it should be, but I'm not really bothered right now. I think Sainz has to pit again. I'm pretty sure he has to, because he pitted I think on lap 1. I'm very sure he will come into the pits in a minute for some super soft tyres. I could be wrong. No, he's still staying out. Gap 6 seconds. Got plenty of fuel as well. We'll be fine to the end now. Button could be a surprise here. Could be up to second. Alonso, fastest man on track as well. Until we hit the fastest first sector. Onto the under the old oval part of the track now. Don't bottle it. I won't bottle it. Don't worry. Tyre wear. Bloody hell, 47%. Wow. Okay, the softs are quite interestingly worn out here right now. We're getting half a second though on Carlos Sainz. But tyre wear surprised me actually. We're going to have to play it safe just a little bit here. We're coming to 3 laps to go at the line. And is it going to be the fastest lap? No, it's not. It's a 24.3. So we're only 2 tenths off Alonso's fastest time. As Raikkonen's up to 3rd now, passing Jensen Button in the process. Don't really count out Fernando Alonso of a podium spot just yet. Button's actually up to 3rd place now, so Button's got past Raikkonen. Sainz is still 2nd, so Sainz has done pretty well, but obviously he was leading the race. As we go again, quicker in the 1st sector, apparently, but that's wrong. Verstappen now fastest man on a 24th lap. So Max is going a bit fast now on track. Got to keep going really. Tyre wear 52% on the front left already. So I'm just going to bring the car home now with 2 laps to go. Got a nice 7.5 second lead. Button's comfortably in 3rd now, I think. Only 61 subs away. I'm gonna pit on lap. No, I'm not going to pit. I don't need to pit again. Pretty sure I don't need to pit again because I've done the mandatory tyre, which is the soft tyre. Unless it tells me, oh, you got to pit for the super softs. And I would be amazed if it tells me to, but I think we should be fine. As Jeff's telling me to pit this lap, I'm pretty sure I don't need to pit again. Don't know what Jeff's on about here. I'm pretty sure I don't need a pit for Super Soft. I'm very sure that Supercard, thank you for subscribing by the way. If it tells me to pit, I'm gonna rage so much, but I'm pretty sure the Super Softs are not a mandatory tyre in this. Because it's the soft tyre, I think, or the medium. Well, we're about to find out anyway. I'm not pitting. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna pit because there's no point. It's not telling me to pit anyway, so because it will come up saying pit this lap for mandatory tyre. And we don't want an next MotoG situation. I'm pretty sure it's true. Well, we're about to find out. I'm not going to pit, so if we get through this, it should be fine. So here we go. Oh, it's fine. We're fine, lads. It's all right. We're fine. Ryan raging. I'm not rage. I don't rage. You guys know I don't rage. As Matt would. So I think we're fine. He hasn't given me disqualification, so that means we're perfectly fine. Raikkonen's got past Button again. He just wants to ruin my race. That's a fair point, actually, Ryan. And we're purple again in the 1st sector. Tyre wear quickly. 64%. Lovely. On that front left tyre. Well, 21st place I've got to say. And we're going to absolutely walk this race. And we're going purple again in the middle sector. We get a fastest lap here on the final lap of the race, which will be quite nice to get. Maybe get some draft here from, I think it's Bottas in front. But we've done it. From 21st on the grid, putting off a very, very risky one-stop strategy has worked out for us here. We've come round Parabolica. We're going to win the Italian Grand Prix from 21st on the grid. What a drive that is. And a big win as well for the championship. Let's see what that means for the championship. But a big win there for us here in Monza.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a superb victory. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
And I can see now the drivers are making their way out. We need Red Bull fighting at the front. They do an incredible amount for Formula One, and that's another winner's trophy heading back to Milton Keynes.
So there we go. Someone said it would be an easy win, but it wasn't really. Just worked tyre wear just spot on there, I think. Came in at the right time. And really tyre wear wasn't a big issue with the mediums, but the softs were just terrible, I've got to say. So Steve, thanks for subscribing as well, but we're here Crofty now and Davidson, so I'll let you listen to that right now, so here you go.
And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. We see a new name at the top of the championship table as we reach the end of the Grand Prix weekend. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
For me, the Red Bull driver was the class of the field today. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Red Bull have extended their lead over the championship. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye and see you again next time.
So as you can see, we did get the fastest lap on the last lap, but it's identical to Max Verstappen, so that's a bit annoying. But we win by only 8 seconds, which isn't that big of a gap actually. So I think the one stop can work out for you, but in league racing I don't really know. So we'll have to wait and see if that does work. Raikkonen in third just pips Alonso and Jenson Button to a podium. So good showing from McLaren. My teammate down in 6th place, but I think mathematically we'll lead the championship. Even though we're tied on points, I think, with most wins. But Kvyat in 7th. Palmer gets a point for Renault, which is fantastic for them, 4 points. Rosberg in 9th, and Perez gets the final points paying position with Pascal Wehrlein just missing out. Vettel down in 16th. Hamilton 17th. Bottas 18th. But the men to retire was only Rui Harianto, sadly. So that's a shame for him. But what does that mean for the championship? As Nick has subscribed, thank you very much, Nick. We are tied on points now with Max Verstappen, but we will take the lead on most wins as well, so it's back to square one really, and Sainz moves up to 3rd as well in the championship, overtaking Sebastian Vettel, so Sainz could be a dark horse here in this championship, so we've got to keep an eye out on him. On there, Raikkonen jumps ahead of Kvyat, Alonso jumps ahead of Lewis Hamilton up to 7th, and Button up to 11th, overtaking Massa. But in the constructors, it is 180 points now. It's a big lead, and I think we could wrap it up very shortly. In the next 2 to 3 races, I think, we'll win the championship in the constructors. So I don't need to think about that for now. But it is neck and neck now. It is basically a new championship. So that's always good for you chaps. On there, Grosjean 5 stops, OP. Yep, that's true. He did do that, but we're going to get some nice cheeky resource points here. But I think we won't have enough for an upgrade, so I won't do any in this one. We're going to get some first driver bonuses as well. Not much, but it's not bad. Lord Rio, love it in the chat. But I think we'll win this, I think. Hopefully. Yeah, we've beaten Verstappen just 30 to 27, which will mean in this, we're going to be back in the purple once again. So I'm very happy with that. As we'll get that nicely done there, and I'm not bothered about the career mode score. But we will have Emma once again. I know what this is going to be.
Hi, Emma here. I had a sit down with the executives today to talk about your progress. Long story short, they're happy. Keep it up.
Pretty typical, that one, if I'm honest, from Emma. But I'm going to end it there now, chaps, anyway. As Runis, thanks for subscribing as well. But I'm going to end it now there, chaps. The next race is, of course, Singapore. Under the lights. It should be quite interesting, and I'm not looking forward to it. As a track, but a country, it's absolutely beautiful. But racing it is so hard to do. But Singapore is next, guys. But if you want to see that, make sure to slap a like and subscribe as well. As Jerome, thank you for subscribing as well. Oh, that's lovely to see. But make sure, guys, to like and favourite the video and subscribe if you haven't already for more F1 content on the channel. And we're close to 11,000 subscribers, guys. If we could hit that, that would be amazing as well. If we could get to 11,000 by the end of 2016. Not far to go, but we'll see how we go on. But I'm going to end it there, chaps. So thank you very much for all coming out today. And I'll see you for Singapore. Until then, have a great day, guys. And I'll see you next time for the next video on the channel. Until then, have a good day, guys.